Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Soul Era. My name is Samira, and today I want to talk about my tower moment and just resetting in my life and what I went through mentally during that time and why I'm restarting at 30. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, I want to say that in my 20s, I was operating on hyper independence, people pleasing, and perfectionism. Those were the big three. Now, the crazy thing is that I got pretty far operating like that. I was very much so a high achiever, a hard worker. I was, pretty successful. I was on a roll. I was gaining momentum. I was doing the things, okay? And everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, you're doing so great. Wow, you're so awesome." You know. And I got a lot of benefits from it. I was able to move out. I could support me and my daughter, and it seemed like things were good, but they were not. They were not. I was very much so depressed, anxious. I had terrible sleeping habits, terrible habits overall. I was not taking care of myself very well. I was not living authentically. It just wasn't good internally, but externally, everything looked good. And that was the thing about that. I centered, I was basically living my life, and I was kind of like my own public relations manager, right? I'm trying to make sure that everything appears to be looking good. I'm doing the right things. I'm saying the right things. I'm making the right moves. I'm in the right career. I'm doing this, blah, 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 blah. All of these things that, people would say, wow, she's doing good. But I was not. I was suffering. And life was just crazy, and I just was not happy. So instead of knowing that I had these problems, I decided to make a change and do something about it, because a big thing for me was I wanted to live my life authentically. I actually want to be happy. I want to be present in my life. I want to live my life and just soak in all of the goodness, all of the things. It wasn't that I was like, I want my life to be all positive all the time, sunshine and rainbows. It was more so that I wanted to be able to live my life, be present in whatever I was going through, and be able to gain things from it. I wanted to feel it. I didn't want to be numb going through life or having my baseline be depression and sadness. I just felt like that was just not acceptable for me. So it got to the point where I had to choose this or that. Was I going to let everything crumble and fall apart so that I can rebuild and live a life that's authentic? Or was I going to keep going down this path that seemed to have a guaranteed success, but at the cost of my own soul and happiness? So, of course, I chose myself, and that really caused my nervous system and my whole existence to go into a frenzy, okay? When people talk about ego deaths, I think that that was definitely an ego death, because take the hyper independence. I quit my job and I moved back in with my family, which meant I could not do that by myself. I had to rely on family, on friends. I had to let people help me navigate that transition. That was very uncomfortable. So uncomfortable. I was I I did not feel okay. I felt like you could have avoided this. You're being a burden. Da 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 da. All of these thoughts, all of these things. But I still said, you know what? No, these people are here to help me. They love me. They care about me. I really had to ground myself. Okay? With the perfectionism, I'm starting over. So I'm like, I had to let go of the idea that it's going to look perfect, that everything is going to be perfect. I had to say, you know what? We're going to mess up. We're going to fail. We're going to pivot. We're going to transition. That's part of the process. It does not have to be perfect, but we do need to keep moving forward. And that part of me was like, ooh, like it was hard. It was hard to start things and tell myself, you did all you could do, leave it alone. But it's not, no, you did all you could do, leave it alone. Like, that was hard. I think the people pleasing was one of the biggest hits for me because I went from centering everyone else's thoughts, desires, wishes to centering my own. That is opposite. My whole decision making, my whole livelihood, everything is now centered on me and what I want and what brings me joy, and not what other people want and what brings them joy. I'm not sacrificing my comfort for other people. It didn't feel safe. It felt like, it felt, honestly, I felt legit crazy for a good minute. Like, I I would literally be in my bed and I would just be like, this is not okay. Like, there was so many thoughts and so many things just, I can't even explain to you how intensely, I don't want to say that it was just fear, because it wasn't necessarily that I was in a space of being constantly scared. That was definitely part of it. But it also felt like I did not recognize myself. The actions that I was taking and the way that I was behaving, it felt like my body did not know what to expect. It just didn't feel good. But I had to consciously tell myself, this is what I'm doing. This is going to feel good. Like right now, it doesn't feel good because I'm operating differently, but this is the program now. This is what I'm choosing now. This is how I'm living now. And I'm grateful that I had the awareness to know what was going on, but at the same time, going through it, it still sucked. You know, there was still moments where I was like, I can go back. I can fix it. I can go back. I can just you know, I had a whole script written up in my head of what I could tell people and how I could just smooth this all over and make it seem like whatever. But I really had to anchor myself, and this is very much so key, because I don't think a lot of people survive that. It is, it feels, in a sense, it does feel like you're dying. In a sense, you feel very much so disoriented. And it feels like you are going against yourself. Like you're betraying yourself. But in actuality, you're not. And so getting grounded and reintroducing my nervous system, reintroducing my body to a different way of being, of existing. Now that I have been operating in it, it feels a bit more natural and it feels more aligned with who I am. And it's not that those thoughts or the hyper independence or the perfectionism. It's not that those thoughts or things don't pop up. It's just that now my brain isn't automatically going into, I can't ask for help, or let me tinker with this a little bit more, or oh my gosh, they probably think this, I need to change that, da 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 da. Like, those thoughts still happen every once in a while. This is not like a change that happens overnight. But it's the fact that I am taking control of my operating system and saying, nope, that's not what we're doing anymore. And so I think that a lot of people talk very much so lightly about starting over and making those changes and shifting, having those behavioral changes. But there is a huge, huge, huge psychological and spiritual component to that I was not prepared for. I kind of went into it, a little naive.
I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm just going to trust the universe, and I'm going to jump, and I'm going to leap, and I'm just going to live my life, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great, and everybody's going to see how amazing and great it is.
When I tell you, I feel like I went through hell and back, and then back to hell, and then back. It was not pretty. It's not pretty, but I'm glad that I made that decision, because now, as everything has fallen apart, not only externally but internally, I am able to build something that is way more stable and way more authentic, and something that is going to last and stand the test of time, because it's something that I want. It is coming from myself. And I was like, if I could achieve so much with putting others first, if I could build that life, and have those benefits by putting others before myself and sacrificing and doing that, how much more, how much greater, how much more expansive could I be if I poured all that energy into me? If I took all of that back, all of that I gave to others, and I just poured it into myself, how much more great is this going to be? How much more exciting? How much more enjoyable? And those thoughts really helped me to get over that hump, because I want to be the source of my joy and my happiness and my peace, and I want to be proud of me. I want to look in the mirror and say, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so excited for you. And I don't want what I do to be based on other people's praises or thoughts or wishes or whatever, or what looks good. Because it doesn't matter if it looks good to you. This is good to me, and essentially this is my life, and this is how I want to live it. And what I'm really, really passionate about is helping other people do the same thing. I got my master's of science in psychology with an emphasis in life coaching, and I loved studying that because it talks about being the interior designer of your life and partnering with people and helping them figure out what works best for them, what speaks to them, how we can creatively solve problems, not just to get you to survive, but to get you to thrive, to get your baseline to security, to help you love your life and what you do, to have these paradigm shifts so that you can operate in a way that feels like you. And I love that. And that is the work that I want to be doing, and that is what I am dedicating and devoting myself to. And I just think it's beautiful. I think that part of the human experience is so beautiful, and I love being a part of it, and helping others. And so yeah, so that has been my journey. And I just want to say to anyone who is going through a major transition or is really trying to move in a way that is more positive, and you feel like everything in you is screaming, no, don't do this. Keep going, okay? Do not let that fear stop you. It is literally your body's emergency system. It built this security system. It built that system to keep you safe, but it's no longer sustainable. So when you leave the realm of what you feel like is safe, it's going to feel dangerous. It's going to feel like your life is on the line, but trust me, your freedom is on the line. Your truth is on the line. Your authenticity is on the line if you do not take that step. So I am encouraging you. I am telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. So I really hope that this resonates with somebody. I really hope that this helps you. Leave a comment below if it does. I'd love to chat with you guys about it. And if you want more videos talking about this and different things in life, then subscribe, okay? Join me. We could do this together. We don't have to do this alone. We don't have to do this alone, okay? We can have a little community. We can be friends. I think I would like that. Would you like that? Yeah, so click that button. Okay, like the video. Be my friend. Because this is the soul era. This is the era of you. This is the era of the sun, okay? We're here. We're doing this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Okay.